this week's video, I'm going to show you how to work several multiple thread interlinkings across a row and then work smaller multiple thread interlinkings on a follow-up row to create a pattern of multiple thread interlinkings. The key to creating a nice pattern of multiple thread interlinkings is to plan out your warp accordingly. I did 16 wraps on this warp. I decided I wanted 4 sets of multiple interlinkings, and each set would be a pick and drop of 3 threads. For simplicity's sake, I only count the front threads when I'm working out my pattern, since I'll be picking and dropping the same number of front and back threads. Since 3 times 4 is 12, and that's my 4 sets of 3 threads, that left me with 4 remaining threads, which I divided into 2 for the edges. So my pattern row would be 2 1-1 interlinkings, then 4 3-3 interlinkings, and then 2 more 1-1 interlinkings. If my desired number of multiple interlinkings had not left an even number remaining, I would just change the number of sets or the number of threads in each set. Alternatively, you could have more 1-1 interlinkings on one side than the other. It really depends on your pattern and the look you're trying to achieve. Okay, so let's start our multiple interlinkings. I am working the multiple interlinkings on a basic row, although it doesn't matter which row you work them on, I do find counting out my threads easier on a basic row. Per my pattern, I'm going to work 2 1-1 interlinkings and then work 4 3-3 interlinkings. My follow-up row will be a shift row of all 1-1 interlinkings. Be careful to pick your threads up in order. Keeping the previous row shed stick in place and not packing that row too tightly will help keep the threads from bunching up and make it easier for you to pick them up in order. I am going to add another row to the pattern of multiple thread interlinkings, but this time I'm going to do fewer threads in the interlinking. Because the last row was 3-3, on this row I'm going to do 2-2, with 1-1 interlinkings in between. To make my 2-2 interlinkings centered below the 3-3 interlinkings, I will be starting and ending this row with 4 1-1 interlinkings. Because the 2-2 interlinkings are easier to pick up in order, I don't leave my shed sticks in the row, but you may choose to still do so. We'll then follow up with a shift row of 1-1 interlinkings. I repeated this pattern all the way to the middle of the warp, but you could use a pattern of large and small interlinkings like this as a border or a decorative section on a larger warp. The second row of 2-2 interlinkings creates a subtle pattern with the 3-3 interlinkings. If you were to make this pattern with larger sets of interlinkings, it would make a more obvious pattern, and it is something I will cover in a future video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.